at all.
This time I'm going to call the meeting to order. It's past 6:30. I'm assuming everybody that plans on being here is here and will show up. Start with the agenda. Call the place to the meeting. Review the approved minutes for, review and approve the minutes for May 8th, 2019. Anyone need more time to review them? I know I've already read them.
Except for some things which I feel like should be deleted. I don't know what you call them.
Discussion. We've got some problems.
I have, under Article 8, subsection, the II and III should be deleted. Subsection 9 should be deleted in its entirety. These are editorial comments.
Do you have any comments? I was not happy with it. I agree with your position on that. I think one of us should go through that report and rewrite it, present it to the public. Anyone interested? It didn't reflect the needs at all.
You want to make a motion then to not accept?
Not accept. I'm going to make a motion to not accept. Anyone else? Second?
Second.
To not accept the report.
You guys speak up.
I'm sorry.
Hello, please.
Motion on the
Thank you.
floor to not accept the minutes of the meeting to have a rewritten. They do not reflect what's in the report.
Do you have a copy?
We do, and that's what we're reviewing. And as a vote, we have unanimous vote, I guess, that it's unacceptable. The only question now is who's going to correct it and fix this? Anybody volunteer? Thank you very much.
I will.
That's called delegation. Thank you.
Yes. I think we explain why you're chairman.
It's just my turn in, I'm interim. I'm working as interim chairman, that's it. Short term.
Okay, then I would like to make a suggestion that we move we're actually gonna have two executive sessions tonight. That we move item 7 up and do it at this time.
Everybody just sit down. You want to cover the purchase orders first?
Sure, okay.
Let's do the purchase orders. It's everybody just sit down. Make them stand out in the hallway. Purchase items.
I don't know if there are copies of the agenda.
Do you, does anyone have purchase orders? Do you have purchase orders?
New orders.
New purchase orders, Mike.
We've got pending purchase orders. There are two pending purchase orders, that's the Lux pumps. I'm in the process of reviewing. I found where one of the chemicals we're using requires an EPDM material. It's special. I have to go back and talk to Lex, get more information before we approve, properly ready, get it adjusted. That's still what we have to do.
Any other discussion on that?
Nope.
Appreciate you doing that. Next one, review of the treasurer's report budget to date.
We had one
We
submitted.
had one.
We have one. One copy, sorry.
Going back to,
Review, purchase order.
purchase order we talked about invoices, any outstanding invoices anywhere?
Outstanding invoices, either one of you aware of?
No, at the moment, I'm sure I probably will contact you in the next day or so with some, but I
It's a
haven't.
regular, I know. We just figured while we're here, we'll get them out of the way. Thank you. All right. So, I'm assuming you prepared this treasurer's report, correct?
Yep, I emailed it to you all.
Yep, I got
A couple
it.
days ago.
So we got an ending bank balance of $430 of $60,579.38. Deposits since then have been $115,627.32. Vendor checks cleared $17,256.08, and payroll fees $17,179.31. Current balance of $141,77.31. Public investment pools is $310,868.91. Any discussion on that? Commissioners? That was a good report. Move to accept as read, I second it. Vote?
Second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. There. Moving down. Okay, now would probably be a good time to go into the executive session. We need to go into the executive session on 2 items.
No,
One
we're
other.
actually gonna have 2 executive sessions. One is personnel and the other one
One's
is legal.
legal. So, personnel one is first. We can have everybody in the room.
That's right.
Appreciate it.
Except for Tom.
It was a decision, and,
Because it concerns personnel, we can't tell you what it is, because that's confidential under 91A. The person involved will be notified in writing.
okay, we're back in session. So, moving down the list. Clerk's report of billing and delinquency. That, yes, no?
We have an aggregate report here, but I would like to see details.
Yes, I thought we were gonna get that last week.
Let's just clarify, what we would like is a list of the aged delinquency report the system does produce it, because if there's any issue of shut-offs or arrangements to pay, the commissioners have to approve that. So we gotta know who we're talking about, because sometimes people end up on the delinquency list because of errors or misunderstandings, and so we need to go through it line by line and see who's delinquent and for how long, because I ran a report the other day, and there's one name on there that seems to be on there all the time. And it's public information, according to law, so the next meeting, we need a list of who's delinquent, for how long, and how much. And, oh, and the address too, because if there's a house that we discover is actually vacant, and actually should be shut off because it's vacant, we need to know that.
Any discussion on that?
Not for me.
Huh? No? Very with through purchase orders.
Yes. So we actually,
Well,
unfortunately.
we have one more item. There's one additional item
Oh, all right.
I'd like to put on the list. Any questions about that?
Nope.
All right. We just received, yesterday I believe it was, a letter from DES. And I'll just read you the letter. The purpose of this letter is to address the permitting and requirement related to the Rollinsford use of GP Well 2, Source 9, General Sullivan. The rate of the Rollinsford incidentally operating well during 2018 and 19 have exceeded the permitted production volume. Approved by New Hampshire Department of Environmental Resources in January, 5,217. The maximum approved withdrawal was 119,420 gallons per day. Table below summarizes the reported water well through March of 19. The above table indicates GP2, GPW2 exceeded its approved PPV on at least one occasion each month during 9 of the past 12 months. These exceed are out of compliance with the approved withdrawal volume from the well and demonstrate that the well is being used to a level in excess which it has been stress tested. It has been shown to be viable and sustainable source. Moreover, the pumping test completes an establishment of the well's current withdrawal volume indicates that the use of the well levels above its approved volume would likely drop the water level in the well to levels below the top of the screening intervals. Please be advised that the routine dropping of the water level to the screen interval as production could well substantially reduce the long-term sustainable yield. DES recognizes there are incidental issues such as line breaks, flushing, and/or errors reporting may occur from time to time that influence the reported withdrawal of the volumes. However, the reoccurring PPV exceeds noted in the water records above. It implies that use of well 2 is not incidental. Therefore, please submit a response to the report not to exceed 30 days to the date of this letter, including description and explanation of why the withdrawals from the well exceed the PPV, or a statement to that effect that the system shall maintain withdrawals from the well at a level that doesn't exceed. Feel free to submit a response via email, etc., questions, and this is signed by Stephen Roy, Drinking Water Groundwater Bureau. To that end, I am going to propose to the other commissioners that the simple fix to this is, correct me if my math is wrong, about 3 days a week, roughly, running the other well, the Porter well, will bring up the volume and my math might be off a little bit, I'm sure a mathematician can figure that out, but it should be, comes out to roughly 3 days a week. If that was run in lieu of the other well, then we will not be in excess of withdrawing. So with that said, I would like to propose that we direct the superintendent to come up with a use factor on the porta well to reduce the demand on General John Sullivan well. Any questions or discussion?
One question.
Yes?
We have this information for the General John Sullivan well. What information do we have on hand for the porta well? What have we been putting out during that time frame?
We don't have that.
Do we have any records of our own on that anywhere? I'd like to see what we've done, I'd like to see those figures if it's possible.
I think you're asking for pumping records for porta
Yeah,
wells,
yeah,
is
yes.
that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And when do you want them by?
As soon as possible. You got 30 days to answer this thing, gotta find out what's going on.
Okay.
In the meantime?
As I understand what you're saying, you would like porta well to go online up to 3 days to ensure, first, that it's functioning properly, and then also to ensure that General John Sullivan doesn't exceed its permitted, whatever that PPD actually stands for. It's
Permitted
119,000
production
gallons per day, up to 3 days per week. Is that correct?
Yes. Based on rough numbers, and you don't know what the demand is day to day, but I would guess, based upon the discussion of what those numbers are, it should come out to about what we were told before. It should be able to come out of porta well.
Fine.
And we'll direct that to the superintendent to give us a plan as to how he's gonna do that. Any questions about that?
I don't.
And we'll expect the reports on porta well at the same time? Yes? Any, put it up to a vote, anyone agree, disagree? I vote yes.
I vote yes.
So do I. Okay, it's unanimous vote.
Anything else?
Scheduled next meeting and adjournment. Anything else that we have other than?
Well, yes, we do have to go to an executive session.
Oh, yes.
On law, but I would like to propose that, so that we're not thrashing around for dates to meet again, is how about if we meet every second and fourth Wednesday of the month until further notice?
Was it 12th?
Pardon?
June 12th? Oh, no, the 5th.
Second and fourth.
Every 2 weeks, you say? Or did you go-
Every second and fourth
So
Wednesday.
if there's 5 weeks, we're not
So
gonna have to do.
the 12th and the
Monday.
26th.
Now, if the second Tuesday of June is the 12th, unless I missed my guess.
Now, June 2018, 12th is a Wednesday.
So put the last time.
The 12th and the 26th.
Yeah, I said it. What you said Tuesday. No.
You're right, you're absolutely correct.
I'm accurate.
Do we agree with that, would be a plan?
Yes.
I agree. Vote, all agree?
I approve.
You have a question over here.
I understand we haven't got there yet.
questions yet.
This is pertinent to your schedule, in that it conflicts with budget
We're not taking
committee.
questions now.
I understand that it conflicts with budget committee, just pointing it out,
They're not meeting until the 24th of July.
which is the second and fourth, that's the, it's the fourth.
Oh, God.
Sorry.
What's the next item on our agenda? I think we have to go to executive session.
Yes. Do we wanna, well, we adjourn and then go into that? I don't think that's kind of sketchy, isn't it? Or no, actually, it saves everybody coming back and forth here. Because we do have a matter of law we have to discuss.
Yes. Several matters of law. we have to discuss. And so,
What, 2-minute question period? No, but I will.
okay, he's the chair temporarily, so
2 minutes, questions? Yes.
Thank you, Chairman. My concern was that if you do that pattern of second and fourth
We're gonna screw up.
Wednesdays, it's going to conflict in July with the fourth Wednesday, which is the budget committee meeting. And I had, at a previous meeting, suggested that we wouldn't want those in conflict so that residents and members of the budget committee can attend both. But I don't know if you're just talking about June or if you're talking about.
We're just
that-
talking about June right now.
Okay, okay.
The
Thank you.
longer we can stretch these meetings out, the better for me.
Yeah,
But
well,
it's not working out that way thus far.
yeah, if we can avoid budget committee conflicts, that would be great.
We'll
Thank
do our
you
best
very
to make
much.
sure somebody's there.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Go ahead.
Yeah, I'd like to find out about the Hoyle and Tanner, how that all went.
Oh, the
Presentation?
presentation? We got
Yeah.
pretty good.
John did a good job.
Did a banger job.
Okay.
We have pretty much a priority list now. We're gonna do the pump galley, and that's gonna be done in-house, and then,
we think.
we think. And what are the other two? Two other major.
SCADA system and Porter Wells.
Yep.
That was 17,000. Can't remember. Oh, the transfer switch for the generator.
There we go.
The transfer switch for the
Yeah.
generator.
We get an antiquated hand-load switch instead
No,
of,
it's mechanical, but it's made out of rocks.
yeah.
Okay.
So-
Why did we do that if we had one done the previous year?
And where?
Didn't we have that, one of those, a report like that done the previous year? By
If it
different
was, I
company?
never got it, neither did any of us. So,
We never.
I don't know. We did that up. John did a great job for us. Everybody seemed in compliance. There was a whole bunch of people from the public there. He has good reason to spend the money on good things.
You try to find records of
Yeah.
the previous, what happened previously, there's nothing here.
Okay,
Well,
well,
most
can I
people
get
we
all the
can't
stuff
find
on
it.
that?
Yeah.
All the
But if
emails?
we can find it.
No,
yeah.
No, regarding the,
Oh, the
Tanner.
meeting?
the Hoyle Tanner.
Oh,
Is
wait.
there, I think we got copies of the
I
report.
think I have a copy.
Don't
Right
speak on
here.
the last
Well, I'd like
one.
all the emails, everything that you guys corresponded with them on, invoicing.
Are you talking about
You
the
already signed the
contract, or are you
invoice.
talking about the
contract you guys last time
presentation?
you were
Yeah.
here.
I'd like-
That hasn't changed.
How did we hire them though, like, can you have, I just would like to get copies of like the emails you guys exchanged, find out the
I didn't have
reason.
an email exchange. I don't know.
I can, as soon as I can find the presentation in this pile of paper, here it is. This was the presentation material, you can have
Thank you.
that.
There were a number of people sitting here tonight that went to the meeting, so.
Would you like
Let's
a
see what's
copy of the
first.
contract with Hoyle Tanner?
Yeah, if you have one.
I don't have that with me, but I can
How
send
about
it to
the
you.
All right, yeah, I know I got one somewhere. So what happened to the other report? Nobody knows? The one that was done the previous
Who's got a
year?
record? I
Who's
just
got a record?
mentioned, we don't have
Nobody
records here
had
at all for
them.
anything.
Right, Piers?
All right, so, 2 minutes, go.
All the records are in the file, they're all in the file with the minutes every month.
Thank you. Any other questions? Go.
I have a question about the purchasing policy.
I'm not gonna discuss it.
I just want to, for the record, say I'm still waiting on those responses to all my questions. I really want to have a meeting or some responses to
All right,
all my questions.
we'll get
on that.
something in the next week or so.
That would be much appreciated,
All right.
thank you.
Any other questions?
Yeah, I'd like to, just submit a right to know request for all of the emails and exchanges you guys had amongst yourselves.
Regarding
For the
that
Hoyle
matter?
Tanner, yeah.
Sure.
All right, thank you. My email
Got it.
address is there.
No, not either. That's an easy one. We talked to them, that was it.
We cannot produce this in all of it in 5 business days, I can tell you that right now. Some of it takes a while to produce. Okay, yeah, no problem.
Okay, you have 5 days, so, by law.
Yep, go ahead.
I was also curious about the Hoyle Tanner workshop and the decisions made. Is there gonna be something in writing or formally presented discussion at a meeting to talk about all the priorities that were
We
set?
can have
or
one of them next
Just
month.
a more thorough discussion
go
for
through
those that weren't able
just
to
what
attend
went
the
through.
workshop?
We're still looking
For all
for
the
something,
people
it's
working.
under review basically,
It's under review.
and we have some other questions to ask before we can even begin to talk about what we're gonna do and how we're gonna do it. Then we look at the bottom line, and see whether it's gonna bring us over the bottom, what we have to let go to go along with it.
Great.
Okay?
Yeah, no, I was just
There's
wondering, I'm not
something-
trying to be
there's one of those
attacking,
things,
I
it's not-
just
Something's done in 5 minutes.
totally understand, I totally
Okay.
understand that.
Any other questions? That, seeing none? Thank you all. This meeting is adjourned.
Wait, no,
Oh.
we are not adjourned.
Okay, we have the,
We have to go into executive
Executive
session.
And one more question over here.
no,
I don't get a question.
no, you're neither a ratepayer nor a citizen of the town, no.
Well, I am the superintendent, I just,
Okay.
for the
That's,
record,
that's, no, not
For
for
the
the
record.
record. Not for the record.
Not for the
Thank you,
record.
you're not for the record.
I've got a letter that
Put
I'd like to
it, put
submit
it
to
in
the record.
writing, put it in writing
in
to the
writing.
commissioners,
It's in writing.
to the commissioners, thank you.
I move to go into non-public pursuant to RSA 91-A:3, Roman numeral 2L, for the purpose of consideration of legal advice provided by legal counsel, either in writing or orally, to one or more members of the public body, even where legal counsel is not present. Do I have a second?
You do,
Now we vote.
in favor.
Okay. We are now in executive session again, sorry. You know when we're gonna meet again. We have your request for, under RSA 91A.
Call the meeting adjourned.
Well, we'll probably come back just